Hello guys, and welcome to this little instruction video on how to get silver coins in Outward fast. Now, silver in Outward is scarce, while items and skills are relatively expensive, so you need to work your way around the system. I've put some timestamps in the description below with a slight summary of what you can expect after each timestamp. Essentially, there's one resource to farm and or buy, namely the thick oil. Why, you ask? I'm gonna come back to that later. So, there are 3 ways to do this. Let's start with the first scenario. You've already played quite a bit, but you can't seem to earn enough silver. Also, in this scenario you won't necessarily need to have a second controller or launch a game. This works for everyone. Note that in this scenario you'll notice that the farming process is actually quite time consuming, but it's also very profitable. First things first, you'll need to buy an alchemy kit from the alchemist on Sharzo's main square. This will cost you 60 silver coins. And if you're only just beginning and haven't completed the dreaded opening quest in which you need to pay 150 silver, you understandably don't feel like spending almost half of that. But don't worry, you'll earn it back. In the player's house, you'll find a lot of stuff that you can sell. Remember, you'll be farming up to about 500 silver for around 45 minutes of playtime, so selling everything apart from your primitive satchel and your flint and steel isn't a problem. If you find yourself in a situation that you've already sold some items and bought something else, that won't be a problem. Sell all these items and just head over to the far end of the beach, grab the fishing harpoon and start fishing. Sell your items and the fish until you have 60 silver. When you bought your alchemy kit, you'll have to make sure that you'll have at least 2 silver to buy some thick oil, but anywhere between 10 and 30 silver is more preferable. Anyhow, once you've gotten yourself a nice alchemy kit, gather some wood from any random tree, craft yourself a campfire, deploy it, light it up, and place the alchemy kit on top. I would recommend you do this near a body of water. Go to the random merchant and acquire yourself the 5 thick oils he has. If you've some silver left, head to the alchemist and then to the caravanner near the entrance. Note that 2 of them actually won't have 5 thick oil and their amount of thick oil changes every 3 days. This is also the same time frame they need to restock any oil at all. Now the next step is to head over to your alchemy kit and start crafting. Make sure you also have your water skin equipped. Use the alchemy kit and place water in one slot and the thick oil in the other. Click the button to craft and you'll notice you have created a so-called warm potion. Keep brewing the potions until you run out of oil. This maybe won't give you enough to pay the 150 silver, but it comes rather close. In your home, sleep for 3 days and hopefully the guards won't be in front of your door yet to collect the money. And you can buy yourself some thick oil again. Do the same trick of combining thick oil and water in your alchemy kit and sell your potions again. By now you probably will have enough money to pay off the debt, and you can continue this farming cycle infinitely. So, to summarize, you'll need to buy an alchemy kit, you'll need to buy thick oil, and you'll need to collect the water skin at the end of the beach. Here's the second scenario. You've already started playing the game and you want your character to be able to collect money, but you don't want to sell items and you cannot afford an alchemy kit or a house yet. For this scenario, a second controller or a friend that can act as a mule is required. I will show you the scenario in which you do own a second controller and you're playing on a PlayStation or Xbox. The procedure is quite simple. Make sure you have your main character safely inside the city walls of any major city in the game. Save the game, close the application, and launch Outward from a second account. Create a new game and call your character Code Sonic. I'll come back to that later. Then, continue to do all the steps from the previous scenario so you can get yourself as much thick oil as you can. Store all of the thick oil in the stash and load in your main character by starting split screen. Have your main character gather all the thick oil, save and stop split screen again. Now all the thick oil will be in your main character's possession. Just note that there is a bug in the game in which you can lose all your silver when using a Mule account, so make sure you only transfer the thick oil. Return to your main account, and in your main account, go on crafting. The third and final scenario is the fastest way of gathering thick oil and earn money. You'll need to use the previous steps and make sure that you create a new game and name your character Code Sonic. If you do this, you can enable the super speed option in the game's menu and you'll be able to sprint very fast. Find these 3 spots on the map for oil nodes. Take a screenshot or pause the video so you can easily find these different locations. I will show you how it's done. And voila! This is how you earn a quick buck in Outward.